Hey guys, I'm Evan. Welcome to Country View Acres. So today I'm planning to gravel this area here, and we're going to turn it into an equipment parking area. And we're going to put some fabric down first and then put the gravel on top. Now I just got done cleaning up around the edges, and I noticed that there is some tree roots that are growing out. So I need to go ahead and get those cut off. We can start putting down the fabric. So I've got 4 rolls of the geotextile fabric, and hopefully that's going to be enough to cover everything. It's going to be really close. And this is a 12.5 foot wide roll. It's folded in half on the roll. Let's see if we can get it rolled out. If you guys ever mess with this woven fabric, it always ends up being the windiest day of the year when you do it. Somehow it just ends up that way. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit of gravel along probably this edge right here just to keep it from blowing away. And I'll probably have to put a little bit of gravel on every piece of fabric just to hold it in place until we get everything completely covered. Well, we didn't quite make it to the end. This is where I figured we'd end up short. We'll probably have to put some short or small pieces in here. Aha! I got that one to unroll all the way. Okay, I think the wind has shifted directions on me. Oh no. The wind has definitely changed directions. Oh man, this is not good. Oh. That's the bad thing about the woven fabric, is it's so light it's affected by the wind. The non-woven fabric is a little heavier. I think you can imagine pretty quick that this is a 2-person job once it gets windy like this. No, 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 no. Oh, man. Come here. Oh, come on. Stay down. All right, I finally got all the fabric down, and I have got gravel piled on the seams, in the middle, on the edges, trying to keep the wind from blowing this up. Because the wind has increased quite a bit since we started this morning, and it really made that a challenge trying to do that by myself. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start hauling bucket loads of gravel, and we'll start covering this up, and we're just gonna probably work from this edge and just start working outward. So this here is the gravel that I have on hand. This is I call it like a road pack, but it's basically everything from about, I don't know, a 1-inch stone all the way down to rock chips and dust. And that packs down really good. And this was originally 2 semi-truck loads. And you can see we probably got a little less than half here, and then we still got a full semi-truck right there. And they don't load them like completely full. I'm not for sure if this each load's probably close to 20-25 tons probably of gravel. That's going to be my guess. So we've probably got 30-35 tons of gravel here to put down over there. And I'm not for sure if that's actually going to be enough. So that big pile of gravel, it's all gone. I ended up using every bit of it. And we didn't have quite enough gravel to cover everything. We are short down here at this end, and really this entire thing could be a lot thicker. So I'm gonna have to order, I think I'm just gonna order 1 more dump truck load. I could probably put 2 more on here if I really want to, but it's a little late now. It's almost 5 o'clock in the evening. I've probably put, I think, 5 or 6 hours on this tractor today spreading gravel. A lot more time than you realize. But I'll have to order the gravel tomorrow, and it may take a few days for it to get here. So I think this is as far as I can get with this job. Well, the moment I step in the pasture, everybody comes over here to see what I'm doing. And that's really because they probably want some type of feed because they're locked in this small pasture right now. But they got feed, they got hay, and they got that silage bale I gave them the other day. And if you look at it, it has been just over 48 hours, maybe like a day, 2 days and 6 hours, something like that. They've already, like there's no bale shape to it no more. So they've ate like 2/3 of it. I mean, they have really munched down on that. And if we look at the hay bale that's been out here, this really hadn't changed too much. They've ate it a little bit, but they've mostly focused on the silage bale. So it does look like they'll finish this bale in, I'd say, 3 to 4 days. And that's what we want. I think after around 5 days, it can start actually spoiling. So we want them to, you know, eat the whole thing as fast as possible. So the other day we ran 5 different candies in the freeze dryer. 3 of them turned out really well, and 2 of them not so well. But here's some footage from the other day. So here's our freeze dried candy. Those are a bit of honeys. They puffed right up into little balls. This was the Starburst Minis. They didn't really work out. This was the Fruit Chews. They kind of busted out of the end, and some of them snaked around, but really those didn't turn out real great. And then here is the Skittles. All of the cracked shells. It's crazy. Everybody likes this one. This is a favorite. And then here is, what was it? It was Sweet Tart Gummies. And these things puffed right up. Those are actually pretty good. This is actually one of the favorite ones right here. For me, at least. So the bit of honeys, we actually cut those in half. And this is a half a piece. And see how big that puffed up? And it's like really airy and light. It's got a nice crunch to it, but it's got kind of that butterscotch, I don't know, kind of flavor to it. Kind of reminds me of a Werther's Original in a little bit, but it's like really airy and crunchy. So the Sweet Tart Gummies, they puffed up like this, and these things are like, I want to say, super fruity and crunchy. Oh yeah, and full of tart. It's like yeah, I really like those. And then here is a Skittle. You can see the inside puffed out and broke through the, like the candy shell. And people like these. These are a favorite. People sell these, freeze dry them and sell them. There's actually businesses where all they do is make freeze dried candy and sell it. So that's not the main reason we bought the freeze dryer, but it is a neat experiment to do, and we'll probably try some other candies later. But right now we've got jalapenos and Anaheim chili peppers in the freeze dryer, and then we still got quite a bit more stuff to run through it to get stored and put away. So today we actually had a weather advisory that said it was dry and windy and that the fire risk was high today. And Rebecca came home last night, and I don't know what happened, but she said on the way home she saw 2 houses on fire, and then as she got closer home she saw a field up here on fire. We don't know if they were burning that off on purpose or what, but it was really strange that she saw 3 fires on the way home, and today we have like a notification that there's a fire risk. And we still have not got any rain since the Hurricane Helene remnant came through here, and we got rain for like, I think about 3 days. And that was enough to get this field to grow, but yet we still haven't got any rain since then. So I think this is, it hasn't died off, but it's stunted for sure. It's kind of in limbo right now. We really need some rain pretty bad around here. It's crazy. The pond is probably the lowest that we've ever seen it. It's down, our pond is spring fed, luckily, so it never really goes very low, but it's down probably a good foot, and that's kind of unheard of for our pond. And I know we're lucky to have a pond that's actually spring fed, because other people's ponds are way lower than ours is. But we're seeing like rocks and stuff sticking out of the water that we've never seen before. It's almost, it's kind of neat because we're seeing things on our property we've never seen before because the water is so low. So we're gonna keep praying for rain, and hopefully we'll get some in the next few weeks and as the weather cools off for fall. But I think that's gonna be it for this video, guys. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.